Year 3 for you behind the bench, getting started tonight. What are your kind of thoughts and expectations for this team compared to maybe the other two?
Great to have fans back. Hopefully we get a full 82 games and it's a regular year that get to enjoy. I think our team is prepared well, had a good camp, and everybody's excited to get started.
Does it feel like a regular year again?
A little bit, yeah. A little more than last year, that's for sure.
In terms of Colton Seaver getting a contract, what did you like from his camp, and what do you kind of hope to see from him?
Just a solid pro. He's a guy that can, we're with Arch out, some penalty killing. He's actually did a pretty good job in training camp. He can play as a versatile guy, play all 3 forward positions. So just, we're just looking for some added depth there. And tonight it comes in handy. Cass can't play. The doctors have ruled him out until Saturday. So he'll go in there in Cass's spot. And, he's had a good camp. He's ready to go.
Dave, over here. What did they say about Shore? He's the same day to day, or
day to day? Yeah, day to day. Because
I noticed he was out briefly.
Yeah, he went and he just tweaked something, and it's too bad. He's disappointed because he had a pretty good camp. He was looking forward to getting going, but with a couple of days in between the next game, we just decided it's best to hold him out. And he wanted to give it a little try today, but we don't want to put him in a bad position here. So he'll take a couple of days, and hopefully he might be ready on Saturday.
Be fun to be behind the bench without a mask on?
I'm not sure if they're not. I'm under the impression we have to wear masks.
You have to wear masks?
In Alberta, I think this is the only place that you have to do it, I think.
No, I think
Ontario, too.
Ontario as well. That's why I was asking. I wasn't sure if you had to wear the mask here.
We've been married. We're doing it all preseason, and the game down in Seattle we didn't, Winnipeg we didn't, but here I believe that's still in the books, so. On the road, it'll be free speaking, and here it'll be muzzled.
Okay, thank you.
Dave, you mentioned Shore and how you liked his camp, and you admitted that him and Perlini had outplayed McLeod and Benson. So what would you like to see from McLeod tonight? Another opportunity here. What more do you need to see from him?
Yeah, he's sound positionally, skates well. He needs to have more impact on the game. More impact in a critical time, and he could play a lot the same for, if he plays 10 minutes, play the same for another 9 minutes, but have a minute where it actually you say, hey, wow, that's taking it to another level. And when he starts doing that more and more, instead of 1 minute of another level, you're getting 2 minutes, and then you're getting 3 minutes of another level. So he was a little cautious, not cautious, just careful, and he's got to feel confident in what he's doing. He's a good player. He's going to be a good NHL player for a long time, but he just needs to push that on a little more, and that's going to come with growth and maturity in his game.
His 2 wingers tonight have really been producing a lot in the preseason. Perlini, obviously, a lot of goals. Turris had four helpers. What have you liked specifically from them that's allowing them to finish? What are they doing to create so many opportunities?
I don't know if they're creating so many opportunities. They're capitalizing on the opportunities they're getting, and that's a big factor. You look at, we've talked about the ice time those bottom 6 lines are getting. They're not going to get a lot of power play time, so they have to be solid in all the doing on the ice. But when you get a chance to contribute offensively, you got to make the best of it, and that's exactly what they did in camp. Like the Vancouver game, they were solid, but they got the one good chance, and it was Perlini put it in. And those are the things when you're trying to find balance in your scoring and scoring from kind of down the lineup. Those are the things that have to happen. When you get a chance, you have to capitalize on it.
With Cassian, you say he's eligible for Saturday. Do you envision him actually playing on Saturday?
Well, if he gets okayed by the doctors today, the doctors want him to get a couple more practices, and I'm sure they'll talk about it the next couple of days. But he's going full speed out there. Like he's ready to go right now, he thinks, but the doctors are just being cautious with it, which I understand.
It is surprising because it looked like a pretty scary incident, and he's up within a couple of days, kind of shrugging it off. I mean, you have to go through the due diligence and everything.
The protocols, but all the neuropsych testing, everything, he's tested all clear on all that stuff. So it's just a matter of getting him a few extra days.
With McDavid and Draisaitl together, had you planned from before training camp even to potentially start that way, or was there something you saw along the way in the Hyman Nugent Hopkins combo? Did your thinking switch partway through for some reason?
There's some things we're looking at for the whole group, and some of it is geared to how each of our lines kind of play, and we've got to be a harder team to play against. So there's just a lot of factors that went into it, and as we went on here, I wanted to get to know Hyman a little bit, wanted to see where Nuge was at, and it's, you know, we'll probably tinker with it as we go on here, but there's certain things that we're looking for our lineup all the way through it, and this is the way we're going to start tonight.
So looking at your, say your top two lines, the quality that you maybe would like to see that you think might be there, what is it that's there now that maybe you didn't see as much before this season?
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of factors that go into it. I'm just going to leave it at that. All right. Oh, yeah, Tony?
Dave, looks like Chris Russell comes in. Is Slater Cuckoo?
Yeah.
What was the decision behind
It's just, we talked about it a little bit back and forth. Chris is up and going, and that one could be fluid in and out. We'll just get both guys up and running.
And one question about Mike Smith. It's been well documented. He's a very vocal leader in that locker room. One constant in talking to him, whether it's on the ice in front of all the fans or in here, is that he really wants to win. How big of an asset is that in that locker room to have a guy who is that determined on winning?
Well, he's an intense guy. He has an impact in that locker room, and the one thing about Schmidt, he recognizes he's got to play well to have that impact. So he takes that responsibility. But I mean, everybody wants to win bad. He in that position, there's an extra onus put on it, and I like that he has that confidence and that swagger about him, and the players in our dressing room like it also. So we'll get him going tonight and see how he goes.